transformation will make you unrecognizable, even to yourself, because it is not just about change on the surface. It is about a deep reformation that touches every layer of your being. When you step into this journey, you will notice how the old patterns that once defined you will no longer have a hold. The insecurities that used to silence you, the fears that once kept you bound, the opinions of others that shaped your steps, these will begin to lose their power as something new takes root within you. You may not even realize when it starts, but slowly you'll notice that your responses, your choices, and even the way you see life will shift. The very things that once triggered you will no longer have the same effect. And the battles that used to wear you down will not weigh as heavy. This transformation is like a shedding process, where the version of you that was shaped by survival begins to peel away so that the version shaped by destiny can emerge. At first, it might feel uncomfortable because what is familiar, if painful, has a way of making us feel safe. Yet, as you keep walking forward, you'll see that the discomfort is really just growth stretching you into a new form. Friends and family may look at you and not fully understand what is happening. They may say, "You've changed," and they will be right. You are not meant to remain the same, because who you were yesterday cannot carry who you are becoming tomorrow. There will be moments when you catch yourself doing things you never thought you were capable of, speaking with authority, walking with confidence, setting boundaries you once avoided. These moments are evidence that the transformation is real. You will think differently, act differently, and even carry yourself differently. The mirror may show you the same face, but behind the eyes, there will be a depth and light that wasn't there before. This unrecognizable version of you isn't foreign. It is actually the truest expression of who you always were, hidden beneath layers of pain, doubt, and limitation. Life has a way of preparing chosen ones through hardship, through seasons of waiting, and through battles that seem endless. But each of those experiences is a tool that chisels away at the false identities you carried. Transformation requires breaking, shaping, and rebuilding. And though it doesn't always feel beautiful in the process, the result is breathtaking. You will surprise yourself with the resilience you discover, the wisdom that pours from you, and the way you are able to stand strong even when storms surround you. The unrecognizable self is not about becoming someone entirely new, but about finally revealing who you were designed to be before the world told you otherwise. It is about aligning with a purpose that has been imprinted on your spirit from the beginning. Even your voice will carry a new strength. Your words will carry weight, and your very presence will shift atmospheres. You will no longer walk into rooms trying to shrink. You will enter with a quiet but undeniable authority that comes from knowing who you are. This transformation will make it difficult for you to look back and fully connect with the old you. The struggles, the smallness, the way you once doubted you're worth it will feel like a distant memory, like a different person you once knew but no longer resemble. That is the power of becoming unrecognizable to yourself, because it shows you how far you've come, how much you've grown, and how deeply you've embraced the call that was always waiting within you. Hidden strengths and gifts will soon emerge with power, often in ways you least expect. For much of your life, these abilities have been buried beneath layers of fear, doubt, and distraction. They were there all along, waiting for the right season to surface. But because of circumstances, timing, or lack of awareness, you may not have recognized them. Life has a way of pressing chosen ones into situations that demand more than they thought they had. And in those moments, what was hidden begins to rise. It could be the ability to lead when you thought you were only meant to follow. The ability to heal when you thought you were broken yourself. The ability to speak truth when silence once felt safer. Often, gifts stay dormant because the environment wasn't ready to support them, or because you were surrounded by people who couldn't see what was inside you. Sometimes you were even made to feel small, mocked, or dismissed when glimpses of your gifts began to show. That ridicule may have caused you to bury them deeper, to doubt their worth, or to believe you had nothing unique to offer. But what is hidden cannot remain hidden forever. The seasons of pain and rejection were not wasted. They were shaping and sharpening your inner abilities so that when they finally emerge, they come with strength and precision. As these gifts rise to the surface, you will notice shifts in how you handle challenges. What once overwhelmed you will now become opportunities to demonstrate wisdom and strength you didn't know you carried. You may find yourself drawn to things that once seemed intimidating, stepping into roles you never envisioned for yourself, and naturally excelling in areas where others struggle. These are signs of your hidden gifts awakening, revealing themselves in divine timing. There will be moments when you surprise yourself, when you stop and wonder how you had the courage to say that, the boldness to step there, or the creativity to solve problems in ways no one else imagined. The power of hidden strengths is that they are not only for you. When they emerge, they uplift, inspire, and guide others, even without you realizing it. People will begin to seek you out, drawn by something they can't quite explain. They'll feel your presence differently, notice the weight of your words, and see the effectiveness of your actions. This isn't about recognition for recognition's sake, but about stepping into the role you were always designed to play. You were not created to stay unseen forever. Your gifts are meant to make impact, to shift environments, and to create breakthroughs. There may be a period of adjustment where the reality of these gifts feels overwhelming. You might even resist them at first, doubting if you're capable of carrying the responsibility that comes with them. But hidden gifts are released with purpose. They do not appear until you are ready, even if you feel otherwise. Every struggle, every lesson, every moment of silence was part of your preparation. The emergence of your gifts will not come as chaos, but as alignment, fitting perfectly into the path that has been prepared for you. As more of these strengths become evident, you will begin to realize they were always a part of you. They were simply waiting for you to grow into them, to trust yourself enough, and to believe that you were chosen not just to survive, but to thrive and lead. When the moment comes, you will step into these gifts with a power that is undeniable. And the world around you will shift in response to the force of what has been hidden, finally coming into the light. Your future self will walk in authority, clarity, and divine purpose, and this version of you will carry a presence that cannot be ignored. Authority does not mean domination, but the quiet power of someone who knows exactly who they are and what they stand for. It is the strength that comes when you no longer live to please others, when you no longer bow to fear, and when you no longer allow doubt to dictate your steps. You will begin to speak with conviction, and your words will carry weight because they come from a place of truth and alignment. Where once you second-guessed your every move, now you will move with confidence, and even in uncertain moments, you will trust that you are being guided by something higher than yourself. This authority will not only shift how you see yourself, but it will also shift how others respond to you. People will recognize the difference, even if they cannot explain it, because true authority does not have to announce itself, is simply felt. Clarity will become a defining feature of who you are becoming. The confusion that once clouded your mind, the doubts that left you paralyzed, and the endless questions about your worth or direction will begin to fade. Instead, you will find yourself seeing with sharper vision, discerning situations with ease, and recognizing the truth that lies beneath the surface. You will no longer waste time on distractions or invest energy in people and places that do not align with your purpose. This clarity will give you the ability to make decisions with peace, because even when the path isn't easy, you will know it is the right one. Life will begin to feel less like stumbling in the dark and more like walking with light, guiding your every step. You will be able to look back and understand why certain things didn't work out, why doors close, and why delays happened. Because clarity will allow you to see the greater design unfolding. Divine purpose will become the anchor of your future self. No longer will you wander aimlessly or feel like you are drifting without direction. Instead, you will rise each day with a sense of calling, knowing that everything you do has meaning and contributes to something greater. This purpose will ignite a fire in you that pushes you through challenges. That fuels your persistence, and that makes even the smallest actions feel significant. You will understand that your life is not an accident, that your struggles were not wasted, and that your journey was divinely orchestrated to prepare you for the role you are stepping into now. This sense of purpose will give you peace even in storms, because you will know that nothing can derail what has been destined for you. Walking in authority, clarity, and divine purpose will transform not just how you see yourself,